Okay, let's get a simple trade underway for you. If you want to start somewhere, let me give you a starting point. Offsetting by 1, place fill or kill, I'll extend that to 15 seconds. And I've also reversed the book. Now really what you should do is bring up a chart as well, because this will give you some idea of price activity. So let's have a look at some of this price activity and see sort of roughly where we're coming from. I'll pin that to the top as well so that doesn't move around too much. And at the moment price activity is sort of all over the place basically. So what I've done here is I've clicked on cloudy start. It's got an order in waiting to get filled at 2:36. If that order gets filled, then BetEngine will put an order in at 2:34 for us immediately. Didn't get filled within 15 seconds. I think I'll extend that. We are the only people at 2:36. We are 2:36. Let's have a look on the price activity. It's coming in. Let's try and get filled at 2:32. We have got filled at 2:32, so we are now sat here at 2:34. You can see minus £1. That's because we're using £1 in tick size. So until such point as we get filled at 2:30, we won't get our money effectively. So £148 left. We got £50 of that. Other order's been cancelled because it's been in for too long, and we've been matched. There we go. There's £1 for you. Check out price activity again. Normally I'd have this on a separate screen. The only reason I'm pulling this up in front of this screen is so that you can actually see what is going on. Normally I split this across more than one screen because that's easier for me to interpret information, but I'm just pulling this up here so you can see I'm looking at this general downtrend here. So let's have a look. Try and get filled at 2:28. Been filled and virtually instantaneously filled on the other side. It looks like, I reckon this is showing signs of bottoming out here. If you can hear commentary in the background, it's because I'm obviously watching the previous race. So yeah, I'll put something at 2:32. We'll see if that comes into the mix. Been filled. Reverse order put it 2:30. We're right here. There you go. Right. I'm going to try going at 2.3. We're sat here. Come on, somebody take that. It's great value at 2.3. You know you want to back that at 2.3. There we go. Counter order goes in at 2:32. That wasn't available at the time. We created the market and we're out again. Let's have a look at this one just below as well. He's going out slightly. Turn that commentary down actually because that race is finished. Mixed. I'm decidedly mixed now about what we should do with this market. I think it's stuck, in all honesty. We can see the price of Al-Wari is drifting out ever so slightly. So let me try doing something on Al-Wari. Cloudy start is flat at the moment, but there's not really, I mean, we're still some way from the off here. So, you know, we're still some way from seeing any real significant market activity here. But I'm doing this just to show you that you know this is not hard. Okay, Al-Wari still continues to drift. But the problem that I'm having here is there isn't significant pressure in one direction or another really. The price in Al-Wari going out is going to affect the way that we trade cloudy start. Look at him go. Come on. No, we're not going to get filled. We have, but I think that's a slightly risky position to be in at this stage. So we may have to cut that one, I think. Yep. And yeah, market activity will start picking up now. Let's keep an eye on Al-Wari, still going out. They don't like him. They do not like him. The trouble we're having is the move, because we've got two favourites that are very close to each other, the move on both these is going to heavily influence the market. And I think that creates a problem for us on what happens on the very, very short term. But we're not doing a terrible job. Right, now we've reached this stage where we've got a £3 profit on both. If I click on this greening button, you can see that I can green up across the field for this certain amount of money. I'm going to keep on going on this in a second, but I'm going to raise stakes significantly and start going for it in a second. But you can see the setup is pretty simple here, how easy that was. We're never under threat at any particular point. And we've done all right with a relatively low stake amount. If you want a basic setup, it's worth having offsetting by 1 so that you get filled fairly quickly. Fill or kill allows you to hold the order in the market for a little while. And we've used a £1 tick size, which means for horses at this sort of price, we're only using a £50 stake. Very little. You noticed I didn't use stop loss. That's because I feel confident without using them. I feel I can manage my positions very well. There was only one situation there where I had to cut out. You may want to use stop losses to maintain that discipline if you don't think you can keep that discipline yourself. But as it is, I'm just going to green this out now, and you can see that that was a relatively painless trade.